together with Earle Sports Bets. Yeah, the twins, they be checking in, stacking up. Green is the scene that you're stepping in. Winning is a trend, and we stay making dollars. Nerd talk with the sports betting scholars. Yeah, it's R.I.P. to the bookies. R.I.P. to the bookies. R.I.P. to the bookies. R.I.P. to the bookies.
We are live. Welcome, guys, back to another edition of the Earle Sports Bet Show. I'm Timothy Earle, and I am back on the Parleys YouTube channel for today as well, along with Earle Sports Bets and my Twitter. So we are live on multiple YouTube channels now, hopefully trying to grow a little bit more, trying to help out with as we are starting up the show for everybody who's rewatching. If you guys are new to the channel, make sure you guys leave a like, comment, subscribe, share, do all the good stuff. We appreciate it. I'm Timothy Earle. I'm on the Earle Sports Bets. I'm Earle Sports Bets and Parleys.net, Picks and Parleys website, which is in the description below. Earle Sports Bets. So if you guys didn't check college, not basketball, but WNBA, and that you guys can go ahead and check out that. That's up on the site, and that stream is working because it keeps telling me that my thing is a little bit. Let's see. Let's see if it's a little bit laggy at all. Not laggy, but what do you call it? A little bit laggy at all. All right, we're good. Sorry, it was giving me the spin wheel of death for a little bit, so I wanted to make sure that I was actually live. Before we jump into the games today, I like to do a little bit of a recap each day of what happened the day before. How about our 6th straight winning day? So every single day since I believe it was last Saturday, the 17th, we have been profitable. In that span, we're up 19.75 units. We are the hottest capper on the Picks and Parlays site. Yesterday, even though yesterday was a little bit of a smaller winning day compared to the rest of the days, we were up 2.05 units. Baseball normally it went. Padres couldn't get the job, and they were up 2-0, and then an inning and a half later, the Padres, the Blue Jays tied it. They never had a chance after that. The Athletics were looking nice. They were up 5-2 at one point, and then a grand slam by Tyler Ward, and gone. 7-0 win by the Guardians was a nice winner. The Orioles got postponed. I split even in the WNBA with getting Indiana minus 4.5. Barely got that hook. And then I lost on the Sky, who ended up losing by 25. The under in the Carolina game hit. That was 5-0 final as Florida takes both games in Carolina. Yeah, I did not really expect that one to begin the series. And, of course, the Oklahoma City Thunder. As I mentioned, I think the Oklahoma City Thunder was the best team coming in to the NBA playoffs. I said that they would make a quick work of everybody besides Denver. So far, they're 4-3 against Denver. They're 6-0 against everybody else, and double-digit wins in like 4 out of 6 of those games. So this is a really good Thunder team. That being said, we'll probably be on the tomorrow. We'll probably be on the Minnesota Timberwolves +3 or money line tomorrow. I need to determine that still because I wanted to do that. But other than that, another really good day. We're going to try to make it 1 week straight of profitable days up on the site. So make sure you guys are checking all of that out. Now, let's go ahead and say hi to the chat, and then we'll jump into the games. Angel, me, 2, Reese, 12 rebounds, 1 assist, 2 points, 25. They're watching because of me, too. Yeah, I saw that she had some, 6 rebounds in 1 possession or something, which is insane. Fever coach is sabotaging Clark, Class Act Clark, I believe. I'll be honest, I didn't watch any of the games. I just bet on them. I look at the numbers. I don't really watch the WNBA. I don't watch a lot of games, to be honest. For me being a sports bettor, I don't watch a lot of games. But we'll go ahead and head to the start of today's card, and that's going to be with a doubleheader. This is a doubleheader between the Baltimore Orioles and the Boston Red Sox. The Red Sox are minus 120, total of 9.5 in game number 1. They're minus 135 favorites with a 9.5 in game number 2. I can't really go over game number 2 because A, I don't know what's going to happen in the first game, and B, Baltimore is still undecided on that one, which is going to throw a little bit of a wrench in stuff for me for the doubleheader, because normally with doubleheaders, I love to bet both sides, but we'll see when it comes to it today. We'll start off Cade Povich and Brian Balow. Cade Povich this year, 8 starts, a 1-3 record, a 5.23 ERA, 41 in the third innings pitched, 24 runs, 13 walks, and 38 strikeouts. The Orioles are 3-5 in his starts. He has not been up to the level that they've wanted him to. Brian Balow has made 6 starts this year with a 2-1 record, a 4.02 ERA. Granted, 7 out. Half the runs he's given up was in the last game against Atlanta. Not a good start for Brian Balow there. 31 and third innings pitched, 14 earned runs, 19 walks, and 20 strikeouts. So he's been solid besides that one bad start. Both of them, Boston against lefties as a 116 WRC plus, which is 7th in Major League Baseball, just behind the Detroit Tigers. So they are definitely a good hitting team against lefties. Baltimore is a good hitting team against righties, 110 WRC plus. They're 8th in baseball against righties. So both teams are hitting against their respective sides. We go over to the money where I don't. Oh, this is a writing game because this is the first one. Let's see. Is there much line movement on it? There is. Line has moved towards. It opened up at minus 125. Now it's down to 120. So line's moving towards Baltimore, which is interesting in that one. And the total has gone from a 9 to a 9.5. And I look at the market movements. Wow, 85% of the bets and 88% of the tickets are on the Red Sox in this one, which is a little crazy considering that the line's moving towards the Orioles. Money's all coming on the over, but I don't really worry about that. I think we're going to start off the day with a double up. And here's the thing. I'm not going to bet this. I'm going to go away from my strategies of I bet the double headers. I bet both double headers. I'm not going to. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to just bet game 1. We're going to take the Baltimore Orioles on the money line. I'm going to get them at plus 108. Because with that line movement, it's kind of insane. All money on. We're going to take the Baltimore Orioles money line plus 108. And then we're also going to take the over 9.5. Both these two teams hitting against the respective side that they're going up against. And I do think we're going to see some offense in this game. So Red Sox hit versus left-hand pitching. Orioles hit versus right-hand pitching. I like the over. I'm getting 9 at minus 122. So double up on the opening game. Under. No, I do not like the under in this game. I don't like the pitchers that are involved in terms of getting an under in this game. And I don't like the fact that both teams are hitting each side pretty well. Has Twitter been acting weird for anybody else? Yes. I have not been able to direct message anybody or anything in a while. So, but thank you, Elon Musk. Your platform is just great. No, the Twitter has gone to shit since he's taken it over. But no, yeah, it's been bad. It's been bad. Let's let's head to the next game, which I'm probably going to get involved with as well. We've got the Milwaukee Brewers and the Pittsburgh Pirates. The Pirates are minus 125 with a total of 7. I know Paul Skeens will be going on the mound for the Pittsburgh Pirates. And it's going to be Freddie Peralta for the Milwaukee Brewers. What a pitching matchup. Freddie Peralta this year. 10 starts, a 5-3 record, a 2.59 ERA in 55 and 2/3 innings pitched, 16 earned runs, 20 walks, and 57 strikeouts. He has been phenomenal. And if the Brewers continue to struggle, he will be a big piece at the trade deadline. On the opposite side, we have a player that a lot of people are talking that could get traded at the deadline. He's not getting traded. Skeens is not going anywhere this year. After that, we don't know. But he's made 10 starts, a 3-5 record, but a 2.44 ERA. He's done a complete game that was, in this last game, a complete game where he allowed 1 earned run, 3 hits, 9 strikeouts, and 8 innings. And the Phillies won 1-0. Cool. 62 and 2/3 innings pitched, 17 earned runs, 16 walks, 62 strikeouts. So over about a strikeout an inning. He has been great. The Pirates aren't giving him any run support. Let's go ahead and look at the WRC plus numbers. Milwaukee Brewers are 25th WRC plus against right-handed pitching. That's 92nd in baseball. Pittsburgh is 78th, which is third to last, but they're only ahead of the White Sox and the Colorado Rockies. Both teams can't hit righties, and now they're going up against 2 of the best righties in baseball. We'll go ahead and look at the line movement in this one. Can I click, please? Thank you. Line opened up at Pittsburgh minus 125. It's still at 125. Line opened up at the over 7 at minus 105. Now it's over 7 at even money. More money is coming in on Pittsburgh, but I'm not overly concerned about. Oh, that's run line. It's break even. It's 50-50 with money. More money is coming in on the over. Here's the deal. I personally love fading Paul Skeens. I know. He's a great pitcher. I love fading Paul Skeens, though, because he is way overvalued. So I'm once again, this is crazy because I'm going to actually double up on 2 straight games because I am going to be taking the Milwaukee Brewers because we are fading Skeens because he is way too overvalued. So Brewers, money line, plus 107. And then we are going to be grabbing the under here as well. The under 7 I can get at minus 110. Both teams can't hit versus right-handed pitching. Both teams suck versus right-handed pitching. Skeens versus Peralta. If I could type, is a great matchup. Watch this be a 2-1 Brewers win. That's where I'm predicting. Threading the needle. Over. No, I cannot go over in this game. No, I cannot. The line's moving toward all the money's coming in on the over, and the line's moving towards the under. No. Nerfy. Yes, I could see a Nerfy in this game. Brewers money line. I like it. I'm about to clock in and can't watch the whole show. Any sneaky WNBA plays? Valkyries cover again. I did not bet anything in the Valkyries game. I'll give you one. I think the Storm by double digits tonight. There you go. Let's keep on rolling. We got the Chicago Cubs and the Cincinnati Reds. Cubbies minus 110 with a total of 8.5 in this game, or minus 115. Sorry. Matthew Boyd and Hunter Green. Matthew Boyd this year, 8 starts, a 3-2 record, a 2.78 ERA, with 45 and a third innings pitched, 14 earned runs, 13 walks, and 45 strikeouts. He has actually been quite solid. He's been solid for the Cubbies this year. just kind of eating up innings, which is exactly what the Cubs need from a 4-5 starter. Hunter Brown's finally back. He missed about 2 weeks with an injury. He only went 3 innings in his last start, 6 strikeouts in that span, but I mean, he ended up leaving because of injury. 8 starts this year, 4-2 record, a 2.36 ERA, 45 2/3 innings pitched, 12 earned runs, 8 walks, 61 strikeouts. He has been solid when he has been pitching. He had 1 bad game against Baltimore. Other than that, he has been great this year. Unfortunately, he kind of took himself out of the Cy Young race for a little bit because of his injury. We'll go ahead and look at the WRC plus numbers. Cincinnati versus left-handed pitching has not been good. 25th in baseball, 71 WRC plus. The Cubbies on the opposite side are 4th WRC plus against righties, 116 WRC plus with them. So big hitting advantage going towards the Cubbies. We go to the money where that's coming in. Line opened up for the Cubbies at plus 104. It's now minus 110, minus 115 area. So line is moving towards the Cubbies. Line total opened up at 8, minus 120. It's now 8.5, minus 110. So line movement towards the over. 70% of the money, 73% of the cash is on the Cubbies. Makes sense why the line's moving towards them. And 60% of the money, 60% of the bets are on the over. So it makes sense why the total is going, why the total is moving up. I'm going to pass on this game. I want to see what Hunter Green has, and I just don't see enough edge on this game in order for me to want to do anything with it. So I'm going to pass on this one for today. Quickly get this copied. And we're going to do this. Sorry, there's a bunch of stuff behind the scenes that I have to do in between each game. So 1 second. That we're going to do. Cool. Back to the chat. Appreciate it. Nerfy in this game. And then you guys are going to split between the Reds and the Cubbies. I probably lean Cubbies, but I don't really see the use in doing that. Let's head to the next game. We got the Giants and the Nationals. Nationals minus 115 favorites with a total of 8 in this game. We got Landon Roop taking on Mackenzie Gore. Roop this year, he's now a starter after being a reliever last year. So good to see him move up in that front. 9 starts, 2-3 record, a 4.11 ERA, 46 innings pitched, 21 earned runs, 16 walks, and 47 strikeouts. So he has been solid enough for the Giants this year. On the opposite side, you got Mackenzie Gore, who is your young stud for the Nationals. 10 starts, a 2-4 record, a 3.67 ERA, and 56 1/3 innings pitched, 23 earned runs, 18 walks, and 84 strikeouts. Holy crap, 84 strikeouts in 56 1/3 innings. Wow. He's been really, really good this year. Is this a lefty-lefty matchup? It's a lefty-righty. Giants versus left-handed pitching are 18th, which is 83 WRC plus, which is below average. Nationals against righties are 102 WRC plus, which is 17th. Hitting advantage, Nationals. We'll go ahead and look at the line movement in this game. Line opened up at minus 105 for the Nationals, and it's moving towards the Nationals up to minus 115. And the total has moved 2 cents towards the under, so nothing really going there. Makes sense why the Nationals are the line's moving towards the Nationals. Actually, it doesn't, because 54% of the bets, but 50% of the money is on the Giants. I want to back Mackenzie Gore here, and I'm going to back Mackenzie Gore and the Nationals. So we're going to go ahead and do that. Nationals. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get a run line on them. Nope. I'm going to have to bet their money line. Their money line's sitting at minus 113. Sometimes I like to go out on minus 112. Sometimes I like to go after a little bit more plus money. So if I can get a run line, normally I try to go after it. But I'm going to back Mackenzie Gore. And Nationals hitting advantage. And pitching advantage, in my opinion. So Washington Nationals minus 112 today. Nerfy in this game, too. I like the pitching matchup. I could definitely see Nerfy in this game, for sure. Giants money line, no thanks. Nats have a minus 46 run differential. The Giants have a plus 42. Then why is it a pick 'em? No, I know why it's a pick 'em, because the Nationals have a better the record kind of makes it a pick 'em. The Nationals have better pitching today and better hitting today against their respective sides. So Nats first 5, yes. The Rockies have a minus 159 run differential. Is it going to hit minus 400? To give you an idea, the 2023, what would it be? The 2023 Oakland Athletics, I believe, were minus 339, if I remember right. Let me go look up I believe it was 2023. 2023 was minus 339, which is the biggest of all time. Yeah, minus 339, which is the biggest run differential of all time. And yes, the Rockies are on pace to smash that. So let's keep on rolling. We get the Toronto Blue Jays and the Tampa Bay Rays. Rays minus 140 with a total of 9. Drew Rasmussen against Eric Lauer. Eric Lauer is a reliever, but he's made one start. He started in his last game, but he's only going 3 to 4 innings. So it's kind of like an opener situation. He's pitched 4 times this year for 12 innings, 3 earned runs, 14 strikeouts, 3 walks. So decent numbers in those starts, but he's not going to go super deep into the game. On the opposite side, you got Drew Rasmussen, who 9 starts, a 2-4 record, a 2.93 ERA, 46 innings pitched, 15 earned runs, 10 walks, and 40 strikeouts. He has been solid enough, or he's been solid for this Rays team. He's been one of the better pitchers for this Rays team. Unfortunately, the Rays are not reciprocating that, and they've won 3 out of his 9 starts. But he has been great. He's allowed 3 earned runs or less in 8 out of his 9 starts. Drew Rasmussen has looked great. Numbers versus respective sides. Tampa Bay against lefties are hitting at a 24th in the league, 71 WRC plus. Not particularly good, but at the same time, Toronto, the starting pitcher is only going to go about 3 innings. So I'm not super worried about that. On the opposite side, the Blue Jays against righties are hitting at 100 WRC plus, which is 21st in the MLB. So average versus slightly below average. I'm not really overly worried about that at the moment for this game. We'll look at the totals or the line movement. Line movement is actually towards Toronto because Tampa Bay opened up at minus 145 and it's dropped to 140. So slight line movement towards the Blue Jays, and the lines actually moved towards the under. The under opened up at 9 minus 110. Now it's 9 minus 120. We look at where the money's coming in, and 49% of the money and 65% of the bets are 65% of the money, 49% of the bets are coming in on the Blue Jays, 63 and 52 towards the over. I'm not going after a total in this game. If I was going to go after a side, it would be I would want to go after the Rays, but the line movement and the money is telling me otherwise. This one's going to be a stay away spot. Toronto games normally don't treat me too well, so I'm going to stay away. Are the Blue Jays a wild card team? If the playoffs were to start today, no. They're currently 2 games back. If the playoffs were to start today, and this is a little bit of a fun experiment, the Tigers and the Yankees would have a bye. The Seattle Mariners would go up against the Kansas City Royals. The Cleveland Guardians would go up against the Minnesota Twins. So 4 out of the 6 AL teams in the playoffs would be from the American League Central, which is insane. On the National League side, if it were to end today, Philly would have the 1 seed. Dodgers would have the 2 seed. They would both have the byes. The Cubbies would play against the Padres in the wild card, and the Mets would go up against the Giants, where that would be another fun matchup, and the Mets would get set up for another potential NLDS versus the Philadelphia Phillies. And once again, you look at it, the American League West has 3 out of the 6 teams that would make the playoffs, which very, very interesting to start the year. But no, the Blue Jays are not a wild card team. I don't think the Blue Jays come close to the playoffs. They're 2 games back right now. No, they're nerfy. Toronto under. Is the AL Central that good? They are right now. They've got the best team in baseball at the moment, the Detroit Tigers. They've got the Guardians and Twins that are both 5 games over 500. Oh, sorry, all 3 of them are 5 games over 500. All 3 of them are tied. So that's kind of crazy to see. We'll go ahead and roll on. And speaking of a really good matchup today, we get the LA Dodgers and the New York Mets, 2 of the best teams in baseball in Citi Field. The Dodgers minus 115 favorites. I've seen it going down to minus 110 now, with a total of 8.5. I'm starting to see it going up to 9. Clayton Kershaw versus Griffin Canning. Clayton Kershaw, I'm not going to judge off of a lot because he's made 1 start this year. Astounding 11.25 ERA. He's not going to be that bad. 4 innings, 5 earned runs, 5 hits, 3 walks, and 2 strikeouts against the Angels in a game that the Angels won 11-9. Obviously, the Angels swept the Dodgers. And then the resurgence of Mr. Griffin Canning, who was one of the worst statistical pitchers last year with the Angels. In 9 starts for the Mets, is 5-1 with a 2.47 ERA, 47 and third innings pitched, 13 earned runs, 17 walks, and 46 strikeouts. Griffin Canning has been great, has been fantastic. And I remember a lot of people were like, "Oh, they brought in Griffin Canning. What are they doing?" I'm like, I trust David Stearns, and bam, Griffin Canning has been great. We'll go ahead and look at the numbers. The Mets against lefties are ninth in WRC plus at 110. On the opposite side, the Dodgers against righties are 125 WRC plus. The only team that's ahead of them right now is the New York Yankees, who have 126 WRC plus against righties. The Yankees are top WRC plus in both categories, right-handed and left-handed pitching. We'll go to the market movements on this one. The line opened up at Dodgers minus 110. It's still Dodgers minus 110, so no real line movement in this one. The line opened up at 8.5 at minus 120 for the over. Now it's at 9 at plus 104. So I don't really view that as much of a line movement just because they jumped up the number a little bit. We've got 54% of the bets and 46% of the money is on the Dodgers. So it's about split. More 46% of the bets, 54% on the money on the Mets. So I guess a little bit more of the sharper money on the Mets. 82% and 85% for bets money on the over. I'm going to back Griffin Canning here. Give me the New York Mets in this one. And this is kind of similar to the Lance McCullers Jr., who hadn't pitched in a while. Kershaw, I'm going to need him to prove it to me before I go and I back him. I can get the Mets at minus 110. Oh, not the Dodgers. Mets at minus 110. Sign me up. New York Mets money line in game 1 versus the Dodgers. Fading Kershaw. Dodgers run line. Nope. Over. I can see an over. I can potentially see the Dodgers hitting versus Griffin Canning, but Griffin Canning I think is going to be just fine tonight. Dang, Mets are 17-5 at home. They are 17-5 at home. They've been a very strong home team this year. Paul Blackburn's a Met. Yes, I believe he's on the injured list still. Let me go look up what he's doing. Because you mentioned him. Because he's on. I believe he's on the long-term IL. Depth chart, maybe. He's not even on the. He's not even on. Oh no, he's on the bullpen depth chart. I got no notes on him. 2 days ago he sent to rehab with the Syracuse Mets, so he should be coming back soon. Then, Blackburn's on his way back. He will be a bullpen piece. EMD with the $20 dono. Dang, thanks, dude. Great week, dude. It's been a hell of a week. This is not. I don't want to make it seem that this is an every week thing, but holy shit, I'm having the best week of my sports betting career, considering that it's been 6 straight profitable days. But hell, I love this. I appreciate you, EDM or EMD, and we're ready to keep rolling because I'll have more plays. Obviously, I'm putting more plays up now, and you'll get the card later on. Where are the college baseball picks at? I totally forgot to click them. The Washington USC game is about to start. I got the under 11 there. LIU run line, UTSA run line, FIU money line, Duke money line, Troy -2.5, UNC -3.5, Texas A&M 225, and Kansas State +105. There's some college baseball plays for today. So there you go. EMD, like MD. Oh, MD. Thank you. I appreciate that. MD. I got you now. Cool. I appreciate your dono, and we do try to work hard. Bet on Minnesota Gophers NCAA baseball. They are good. I think they're out. I don't even think they're playing anymore, dude. I think they're done. I'll quickly pull up what they did this year. Let's see. Minnesota Gophers baseball. They went 24-28 this year, 10-20 in conference, and they lost their last game, which I'm guessing was in the Big Ten tournament. If they even got invited to the Big Ten tournament, because I don't remember seeing them. They did not get invited to the Big Ten tournament. They were not good enough. So there you go. Thumbs up. LIU, yes, the Sharks. Thoughts on Missouri State Bears versus UCI -1.5. I saw 2.5 when I was looking at those lines earlier. It's Missouri State or nothing. They've been a very solid team in the Missouri Conference Valley. They've been the best team in the Missouri Conference Valley all year. So I'm not going to talk you off of them. I believe D1 still has them projected to win their conference. Missouri State. They don't. Who do they have in the Missouri Valley Conference then? MV Missouri Valley Conference baseball tournament. What's going on in that one? The Valley. Oh, they could. Oh, they have Murray State. Murray State and Missouri State tied. There. I still like them to get out of there. Yeah, I don't mind them. Taking them. Go for it, dude. I love the tiny schools in college baseball. It's so much fun. But anyways, we're going to keep rolling. The Guardians and the Tigers are up next. The Tigers are -120 with a total of 8.5. Actually, real quick, I will be doing shows. Regional weekend will be all about college baseball. So MLB, NBA, NHL will be free pick videos. The shows that weekend, I'll do night shows for that stuff, or I'll do it very, very early in the morning. But there will be college baseball regional shows that weekend. So there you go. Anyways, Guardians and the Tigers are going to go after it. The Tigers -120, 8.5 is the total. We had Cleveland yesterday. That was a nice +120 win when they won 7-0. We got Sicily versus Job. Sicily has made one appearance this year where he went 5 innings, 8 strikeouts, 3 earned runs, 5 hits, no walks versus the Cincinnati Reds in a losing effort 4-1. On the opposite side, you got Jackson Jobe, who is the 3rd overall pick in the 2021 MLB draft. He has been I mean, the Tigers have won every single one of his starts. 8 starts, 4-0 record, 4.12 ERA, 39 and a third innings pitched, 18 earned runs, 22 walkouts, 32 strikeouts. Walks. He's been solid enough, and the Tigers are winning every single one of his starts. We'll go ahead and look at the WRC plus numbers. Tigers versus righties, 111 WRC plus, which is number 7 in baseball. Cleveland versus righties are 22nd in the league, 99 WRC plus. So hitting advantage towards the Tigers. We'll go ahead and look at the line movement. The movement has gone from Tigers minus 135 open to minus the 115, minus 120 area. And then total has gone from the over at minus 8.5 at minus 8.5, over 8.5 at minus 115 to minus 120 at 8.5. So lines moving towards the over, lines moving towards the Guardians. Where's the money coming in? 80% of the money, 89% of the tickets are all on the Tigers, and it's moving away. Here we go. Sign me up for the Guardians today. Even though hitting advantage, whatever. That line movement is telling me everything I need to know for today. I can get the Guardians at plus 102, even though the Tigers are coming off of an ugly loss. When all the money's coming in on them and the line's moving away, 90% plus money on Tigers. They have gone from minus 140 to minus 115. Cleveland wins today. Sign me up, Cleveland Guardians plus 102 in that one. Tigers minus 1.5 plus 169. Bounce back are for good teams. Yes, but when all the money's on them and the line movement's going the opposite way, I cannot do it. I cannot do it with you. I took Cleveland today. That's where we're going to roll. Let's keep on going. We got the San Diego Padres taking on the Atlanta Braves. Braves minus 170, 7.5 is your total. The Padres are currently on a 6-game losing streak. They're now only 6 games over 500, and the Atlanta Braves could possibly hit over 500 for the first time this season. Nick Pivetta will be going for the Padres and Chris Sale for the Braves. Pivetta this year, 9 starts, 5-2 record, a 2.86 ERA and 15 1/3 innings pitched, 16 earned runs, 15 walks, and 56 strikeouts. If there's something that the Padres are doing well this year, it's their pitching department, and Pivetta has been great. Although I could see Pivetta being no, he signed multiple years ago. Never mind. On the opposite side, you got Chris Sale, who has pitched in 10 starts, a 2-3 record, a 3.62 ERA, and 54 2/3 innings pitched, 22 earned runs, 15 walks, and 72 strikeouts. So he is still striking out a lot of batters, but his walk rates are up a little bit from last year, and his ERA is up a little bit from last season. Obviously, we don't expect him to do exactly what he did last year. That was a Cy Young season. We'll go ahead and take a look at the WRC plus numbers. San Diego versus lefties are, where are they? 13th, 95 WRC plus, so slightly below average. Keep in mind, lefty numbers are a little bit more skewed because you don't get as many left-handed at-bats. Right-handed, you see a lot more of. The Atlanta Braves versus righties are not, they're average, 103 WRC plus, which is 14th. So slight hitting advantage towards the Braves, slight pitching advantage for the Padres. And you look at the line movement, opened up at Braves minus 132. It's moved up to the 178 mark. Total has gone from 8 minus 120 to 8 minus 118 for the under, so 2 cents movement towards the over. Looking at the money in this one, I would say it's a cash cow, but only 51% of the money and 61% of the bets are on the Braves, and a bunch of money's on the over. I wanted to go Padres here. I can't with that line movement. I want all my stuff to kind of correlate, and there's just not enough there for me to want to go after this game. It's Padres or nothing, but I'm not trying to catch a falling knife of them constantly losing. Braves run line. I wouldn't talk you off of it. Ronald Acuna Jr. is back. Is he? I wonder if there's MLB. Let me go look up MLB underdog because I remember seeing something with Ronald Acuna will make his debut on Friday. Yes, he will be back today. Ronald Acuna Jr. will be back today. Over. Over. Covering the WNBA card. I am not, but seeing that you're a member of the Earle Sports Bet channel, which I'll mention if you guys are watching on Picks and Parleys, all members of the Earle Sports Bets YouTube channel get the card. So if you guys are interested in that, you guys can come over to the Earle Sports Bets YouTube and that will be posted. So I told everybody I like the Storm. There's 2 other plays. They're going to be behind the paywall. Just because I want some stuff, especially if I'm going to be live on Picks and Parleys now, I want some stuff to be behind. So, MD, you remember already? You'll get them. Let's keep on rolling. We got the Texas Rangers and the Chicago White Sox. The Rangers are minus 190 with a total of 8 in this game. And we've got Tyler Mahle and Sean Burke going after it. Mahle has been a revelation this year. He has been absolutely fantastic. 10 starts, 5.1 record, 1.47 ERA is insane. So he's been really good. 55 innings pitched, 9 earned runs, 18 walks, and 40 strikeouts. So he has been great. On the opposite side, you got Burke, who has been okay for a pitcher of the White Sox. He's had 3 bad outings. Other than that, he's been really good. He's allowed 16 out of his 20 earned runs in 4 outings, and the other 5 he's allowed 4. So he's actually been good. I don't want that 4.1 ERA to kind of deter you guys. 9 appearances, 8 starts, 2-4 record, 4.15 ERA, 43 1/3 innings pitched, 20 earned runs, 22 walks, and 29 strikeouts. We'll go ahead and look at WRC plus numbers. Both of them are righties. It doesn't really matter for the White Sox. They suck either way. 78 WRC plus for the White Sox and 90 WRC plus for the Texas Rangers. Both of them can't hit right-handed pitching. I have a feeling I know where I'm going in this one. The line movement. We've seen the line go from minus 170 for Texas to minus 185. So movement towards the Texas Rangers makes sense. Tyler Mahle's been great. And no line movement on the total, which is interesting. Then we go and look at the money, where 93% of the bets and 98% of the cash is on the Texas Rangers. That's on the money line. 88 and 98 on the run line. So everybody is on the Rangers. Part of me wants to take the White Sox. I'm not going to. Instead, we got 2 teams that can't hit right-handed pitching. And we got 2 pitchers that I really like. So go ahead. I'm signing up for the under here. I can get under 8.5 at minus 108 between the Rangers and the White Sox. Both teams, bottom 5 versus right-handed pitching in terms of WRC plus. Under in this White Sox game. Duke money line and Little Rock money line. I kind of leaned to Little Rock today. I just didn't pull the trigger on them. But yes, I'm on Duke plus 800 to win the ACC tournament. So yes, Duke all the way. This is a Duke team that kind of turned everything around. They had a shitty start to the season, and boom, are they ready now? That's going to be a very, very dangerous 2 seed because they are not hosting. But Duke is going to be a very, very dangerous 2 seed, and I could easily see them getting thrown in let's see, who would be a good host? Coastal. They're going to go to the Coastal Regional. Where does D1 have them? D1 has them at Auburn, which That's a tough regional. That's a tough regional right there. They have NC State going to Coastal. I could see either way, but whatever. Sox upset. They could. No way I'm laying minus 190 with the Rangers on the road. That's fair. The Rangers are 8-16 on the road. That's why I'm not betting the Rangers. I'm taking the under. Let's keep on rolling. The Mariners and the Astros are going to go after it today, too. Emerson Hancock and Ryan Gusteau are going to go after it. Hancock this year has pitched in 7 games, has started 7 games. 1-2 record, a 6.21 ERA in 33 and a third innings pitch. 23 earned runs, 12 walks, 25 strikeouts. I feel like that's a little bit skewed from the 7 earned runs that he allowed against the Yankees. Other than that, he's been great this year. Oh, he also allowed 6 earned runs in his opening start against the Tigers. So 2 starts were 13 out of the 13 out of the 23 runs. The other 5, 10 runs combined. Not terrible. On the opposite side, you got Gusteau for the Astros, who is a reliever. He's a kind of a split because although he's not going to go deep in the games, he's gone more than 4 innings 4 times this year. But I'm not really too reliant on that. 11 appearances, 5 starts, a 3-2 record, a 4.65 ERA, 31 innings pitched, 16 earned runs, 13 walks, and 32 strikeouts. Both of them are right-handed hitter pitching, so let's go ahead and look at the WRC plus numbers. Seattle, 113 WRC plus, which is 6th in the MLB. They have been a really good hitting team this year. I'm honestly shocked. Houston Astros, 15th in WRC plus, 103 versus right-handed pitching. Hitting advantage towards the Seattle Mariners. We look at the line movement. Opened up at minus 117 for the Astros, and now it's up to a minus 123. So the line is moving towards the Astros. The line has also moved towards the under. The under opened up at 9 minus 120. Now it's 8.5 minus 105. So line has moved towards the under in this game too. Where's the money been? 71% of the money, 71% of the tickets is on the Astros run line. 62 and 55 are on the money line. So it does make sense on why the line is moving towards the Astros. 81 and 89 are on the over. The overs are the ones that most likely are going to get a lot of money all the time anyways. This one, another one I'm going to pass on. I have a lot of plays today. I don't feel like I need to get to every single game. But I did kind of go towards the I would lean towards Seattle with the hitting advantage, but I'm not going to go after this game. Mariners. I would lean Mariners. West Virginia. I almost did West Virginia. And Irvine's one of the best group of 5 schools or mid-major conference schools. Honestly, they're one of 3 that could potentially host, along with 2 in the Sun Belt in Southern Miss and Coastal. Coastal will host. It's just a matter of whether or not Southern Miss. If Southern Miss wins the Sun Belt, they'll host too. So we could possibly get 3 mid-major schools hosting, which could be awesome. And a pass from Nathan. That's fine. Yeah, I don't like this game either. I just realized that I did not type in the Royals game. So let me quickly type in that one. Royals, Twins. Twins are minus 200 favorites with a total of 8. And we'll put that there. We get Cameron versus Pablo Lopez. Noah Cameron has pitched all of twice in his major league career. He's pitched 12 and 2/3 innings, 1 earned run and 3 hits in those innings. He has been really good. Unfortunately, he got the loss in one of the games because he allowed the 1 earned run and they lost 1-0. But he has been great for the Royals so far. On the opposite side, you got Pablo Lopez, who has been great as well this year, a 2.4 ERA and 8 starts, a 4-2 record, 45 innings pitched, 12 earned runs, 9 walks, 49 strikeouts. Whenever you get a pitcher that's above a strikeout an inning, solid. He's allowed under 2 earned runs or less in 7 out of his 8 starts. So he has been a solid pitcher this year too. We look at the WRC plus numbers. Twins versus lefties is 86 WRC plus, which is 15th. They're like midway through the pack, but they are below average hitting. Royals against right-handed pitching, 87 WRC plus, which is 27th. Not a good hitting team. Neither teams are hitting all that well. We look at the line movement. The line's gone from minus 148 to 85. So it could put the Twins in a possible cash cow spot. I have to look up because the total is at least 8, so we're good there. I have to look up the money in just a second. Total has gone from 7.5 at -115 to a 7.5 at +110 for the under. So the lines actually moved towards the over in this game, which is interesting. Not enough money to make this one a cash cow because 68% of the bets and 51% of the money is on the Twins, which kind of would more put me towards the Royals, which is interesting because not a lot of money's on the Twins. Not enough money's on the Twins to move it this much. Another game that not everything is correlating, so I don't feel the need to get involved with. It would be a lean towards the Royals at this point. Maybe a lean towards the over with the line movement the way it is, but not anything I need to go after. Royals team total under. I can see it. I could see Pablo Lopez shutting them down. Twins run line. It's not quite a cash cow because there's not enough money on them. Not quite enough money on them in order to do that. Let's keep on rolling. We got the Arizona Diamondbacks taking on the St. Louis Cardinals, and boy, have the Diamondbacks been frustrating this year. Only 2 games over 500, even though they've been really, really good hitting-wise. They need their pitching to step up. They're -130, 8.5 total. Zach Gallen and Miles McCollum. Zach Gallen has not had it this year. 10 starts, 3-5 record, a 5.14 ERA, 56 innings pitched, 32 earned runs, 25 walks, and 59 strikeouts. So at least the strikeout numbers are still there for him. But in a contract year, this is not good enough for him to get a mega contract that he wants. On the opposite side, you got Miles McCollum, which has been an interesting pitcher because he's been great the past month and a half. Ever since he let up 8 earned runs to the Red Sox, he's not allowed more than 3 earned runs in a game. 9 starts, 3-2 record, a 3.77 ERA, 45 and a third innings pitched, 19 earned runs, 15 walks, and 27 strikeouts. And I normally don't do this with pitchers that like McCollum is not a guy that I want to go and bet all that often. You take out his one bad start against Boston, which was 2 2/3 innings pitched. He's pitched about 42 2/3, only allowing 11 earned runs. So he has actually been quite solid this year for the Cardinals. So pitching advantage, and it's crazy to say, towards the Cardinals. Hitting advantage, 100% towards the Arizona Diamondbacks, who are 3rd in WRC+, but not too far off because St. Louis is 114 WRC+, which is 5th in baseball. So both these two teams are smashing right-handed pitching. We'll go ahead and take a look at where the line movement's going in this one. Line opened up at -107 for Arizona. Now it's -125. So the line has moved towards Arizona, which is interesting considering I gave the pitching advantage towards the Cardinals, but hitting advantage is towards the Diamondbacks. Lines moved from 8 to 8.5, and it's been about the same juice as it was -115, 8 when it opened. Now it's -120, 8.5. And then we look at the betting splits. The 49% of the money and 63% of the bets are on the Cardinals. And the line's moving towards the Diamondbacks, which is going to put me on the Diamondbacks today. The only thing that the Diamondbacks don't have advantage in for me is their starting pitching today. And that's even saying that's with Zach Gallen, which is crazy to say. 129 is the cheapest money line I can get. What can I get for a run line? 130. I can get 135. Plus 135 for the Diamondbacks on the run line. I'm going to go ahead and grab that. Hitting advantage for Arizona. Line movement says Arizona wins. Arizona run line plus 135. Under. I can see an under in this game. NL Central game as well. Give me McCollum. McCollum is the better pitcher in this one. Here's the deal: if you're going to bet the Cardinals today, do it first 5. Do the Cardinals first 5. Arizona full game. Diamondbacks team total over 4.5. I like it. Over 8.5. That's where all the money's coming in, so it makes sense. I'm hoping Zach Gallen can actually have a shutdown game. St. Louis, it's okay. We can also agree to disagree. It may stay off. Not a cent on it. Just because we disagree does not mean you have to that you can't bet it. You can 100% bet it. Dear God, this one's crazy. The Yankees and the Rockies. The Yankees are minus 280 in this game with a total of 11.5. Clark Schmidt versus Tanner Gordon. Yeesh. Clark Schmidt this year, 6 starts, 1-1 record at 4.41 ERA, 32 2/3 innings pitched, 16 earned runs, 17 walks, and 30 strikeouts. And they've won 5 out of his last 6 starts. So that's pretty good for the Yankees. On the opposite side, you got Tanner Gordon, 4 earned runs, 9 hits, 6 1/3 innings pitched, 4 strikeouts in his only appearance this year, and they lost that game 11-1. I believe that was off of a doubleheader. He was the 42nd man or whatever on the roster. So he was a late pickup. The Yankees have won 8 out of their last 10. The Rockies are the worst team in baseball. I would tell you the WRC plus numbers. I don't even have to look them up. The Rockies are dead last in both categories. The Yankees are number 1 in both categories. So 100% hitting advantage towards the Yankees. Not even close. Not even going to look at them. I probably won't end up getting into anything in this game. Lines moved actually towards Colorado. No, I'm not betting Colorado. Not a chance in hell. Lines, the total has gone from 12 minus 120 to the over, and it's dropped to 11.5, which is very interesting. A bunch of money's on the over. I don't trust it. I want nothing to do with this game. I want nothing to do with this series. Colorado can't hit, but can you honestly see this game being 13-1 and it goes over the total? Yeah, I can. I'm going to stay off. It's only towards the under, but I'm not doing anything. Spankies, minus 2.5. Yankees team total over 7.5. Jeez, that's their team total? Oy, oy, oy. I can't do anything in this game. 6-30. No, they're 8-42. Team total over for the Rockies. Absolutely not. Yeah, no, they're bad. They're 8-42. They're bad. But we got 2 more baseball games today. Miami Marlins and the LA Angels. Minus 150 for the Angels. 8.5 is your total. Sandy Alcantara, who has been awful this year, and Yusei Kikuchi. Sandy Alcantara, yikes. You need to get out of Miami. 9 starts, 2-6 record, a 7.99 ERA, 41 2/3 innings pitched, 37 earned runs, 23 strikeouts, and 23 walks and 34 strikeouts. Me and Nick may need to do a video on the new channel about what happened to Sandy Alcantara, because he has not been great. On the opposite side, you got Yusei Kikuchi, who has appeared in 10 starts, a 0-4 record, a 3.5 ERA, 54 innings pitched, 21 earned runs, 25 strikeouts, 50 walks. He has been better. Yusei Kikuchi is a lefty, so Marlins hitting versus lefties is mid-pack, 19th, 82 WRC plus. Angels against righties are 23rd, which is 99 WRC plus. Angels are coming off of being they're on a very hot streak right now. They just came off of sweeping the Dodgers and 4-game sweeping the Athletics. So big from the Angels in a 7-game winning streak. We'll go ahead and look at the market movements in this one. Marlins, Angels. No movement. Open up at 155. It's still 155. No movement on the total. 8.5 minus 120 for the under. Fine, 1 cent towards the under, minus 119 now. In terms of market, 92% of the bets, 94% of the money is on the Angels. That's a run line. 86 and 88 on the Angels money line, which is insane. And more money is coming on the over, which with Alcantara, the way he's pitching, makes sense. It's Angels or nothing, but I can't do anything with this line. I cannot do anything with the numbers. Actually, sorry, it's not Angels or nothing. It's Marlins or nothing. Because with all this money coming in on it, I would want to back Sandy, but I just can't back Sandy. So I'm passing on this game. I have no interest in going after it. So once again, another pass. Oh, Twitter messages is finally working. Let me respond. Here we go. Finally, I'm happy to see. Yes, who just messaged me? I saw somebody said test. Somebody. Oh, but yay! NHL All-Star Tim testing. Yes, Tim. Yeah, I see your thing. I was able to respond back to him, so that's good. But pass. Yeah, Angels run line. The line moved in the Mets game. Has it? Good line movement or bad line movement in the Mets game? No line movement in the Mets game. I didn't know Milwaukee played this early. I wanted to take them 4-0. What? Oh, Milwaukee in the Horizon. Wow, you're betting Horizon baseball. Props to you. That's awesome. Marlins team total over. I can see it. Let's head to the final game, which you guys know where I'm going. The Oakland Athletics. And there's actually a little bit more behind this one today because the Phillies are coming off of a series in Coors. So I kind of like to fade teams coming out of Coors Field, especially when they're coming off of a sweep. But Athletics money line every day, even though it's not been good lately, but we're not going to talk about it. It will be profitable at the end of the year. Wheeler versus Springs. Wheeler has been great forever, pretty much since he joined the Phillies. He's had a sub 3 ERA the entire stint of his Philly career. He's pitched 10 games so far this year, a 5-1 record, a 2.67 ERA, and 64 innings pitched, 19 earned runs, 12 walks, 80 strikeouts. He's putting himself right back in for that Cy Young race, which he always seems to be the bridesmaid and never the bride. So he actually has a decent shot at getting there this year. Jeffrey Springs, 10 starts, 5-3 record, 3.91 ERA, 53 innings pitched, 23 earned runs, 21 walks, and 41 strikeouts. WRC plus numbers, Phillies versus lefties, 4th in baseball, 124 WRC plus. Athletics versus righties are 11th at 106 WRC plus, slight hitting advantage towards the Phillies. We look at the line movement in this one, and the line has moved slightly towards the Phillies. Opened up at 180, now it's 185, which makes sense because all the money's on the Phillies. So we're going to end the card with the Athletics because I'm taking the Athletics every single day this season. Even though, yes, they've lost 9 out of the last 10. Keep in mind, it's quarter unit each on money line, team total, Rooker, and Butler. Rooker and Butler's over total bases prop at over 1.5 every single day as well. So even if they're not winning, I'm still cashing on some of those every single day. So the Athletics props have been the props have been good. They've been hitting. They've been scoring. Their pitching's been awful. So Athletics and my baseball card. Give me Philly, no fade. That's fair. Now, I've already put up the plays for these two games. We'll be talking over the Pacers and the Knicks. I did a free pick video for this one as well. The Knicks are -6. I'm starting to see some 6.5 now. 224.5 is your total. What a freaking game one. That was insane game one. Where it went into overtime. The Knicks were up big. They tied it. Pacers won. Insane game. And I think you're going to see – I don't want to say you're going to see something similar. but this is a series that I think you're going to see some up-tempo play. And when I looked at the line movement in this game, we'll look at it. It opened up at It did open up at 127, 227. Now it's down to 224. I got it at 225 and a half. 225 and a half. I still like to keep in mind all the money's on the over, and the line's gone from 6 to 6.5 with all the money on, I believe, the Pacers. Let me pull up the money. All markets. 48% of the bets, 56% of the money is on the Knicks spread. And then 93 and 92, and then I don't really like my over anymore. I still have it, but the line's dropped, and I also got to keep in mind I don't know where most of that over money's coming in and what number it is coming in on. I did take the over. I'm not as confident with it. I kind of want to take the Knicks as like another option too, because I do think the Knicks win and cover today, but it's hard for me to fade the Pacers. I just took the over 225 and a half for me. Pacers plus 205 money line is disrespectful. Yes. Under Knicks smash. Way too much money on the over. Keep in mind when I bet it last night, it was not as crazy on the over. Because I did a free pick video on it. It was not as crazy on the over last night. And plus 6 is a trap. I could easily see that. I may end up grabbing the Knicks as well. I'm very close to, but I'm going to be taking the over. Final game on the card is the Oilers and the Stars. Stars up 1-0 in the series. They're minus 105, minus 115, sorry, with 6.5 as your total. What a comeback from the Dallas Stars after getting punched in the face early. They were down 3-1 going into the 3-1 going into the third period, and they won 6-3. We look at the line movement for this game so far. Line opened up at minus 125 for the Stars, and it's down to the 110 area. So line moving towards Edmonton. In terms of the money, it's 8-cent line movement towards the under. And then for the money in the NHL, here's where it gets me. With the line movement crazy towards the Oilers. All the money's on the Oilers. I like it. But like 58% of the bets. So more people have tickets for the Stars, but more money, 80% of the money is on the Oilers with only 42% of the tickets, which is huge. I think the Oilers tie up the series tonight. I 100% think the Oilers tie up the series and it gets sent back to Edmonton tied up at 1. I think this is going to be a very close series. This one may be the 7-game series. The other one may be a quick one. But I am on the Edmonton Oilers. I got them at even money today. Edmonton evens up the series. Oilers. Yes, Robert. Oilers today. Oilers. But that is all of the games. Loyal to the oil. There you go. That is all the games for today. There is 2 more plays of WNBA up on the site for you guys if you guys are interested in that. So lots of stuff, and I may have a soccer play or today. I have to look up a couple numbers with that, but that is going to do it. Make sure you guys are checking out the PicksandParleys.net website. That's where you can find all of my plays. We're going for 7 straight profitable days there. Good luck to everybody. I like it. Get all that oil money. And Mick Dreidels. How crazy good for Florida look. Yeah, Florida looks really good so far. I'll see you guys Monday with another edition of the Earle Sports Bet Show. Thanks. Yep. Oh, Monday there will be a show and there will be a quick live reaction to the selection show for college baseball. So make sure you guys stay tuned for that. We'll see you guys then. Peace out.